So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm Jere Talonen, your host today. So today we are talking about this Bible of organizational design, which is Organizational Culture and Leadership by Edgar Schein. Why this book? Because this starts basically, this is the platform of every cultural development that every executive should know. So first of all, about what is culture? Culture is very abstract. It's a wide, complex thing. Also, let's think about it's always a group phenomenon. There cannot be culture without two or three people present. When it's a group phenomenon, it means that there's a lot of subcultures. Normally, subcultures are executive teams. They can be also a group of engineers, medical doctors, or similar. So there's several things that need to be considered when you think about a group phenomena. First of all, how long these people has been together? What is their emotional intensity? What they have been working together? Has they been facing historical problems together or challenges that they are overcome? So in that case, always also when we talk about culture, remember that there need to be a specific business problem to be solved. There's no need. It's just waste of time to start to do culture work if there's not a specific thing that you need to change or build or develop. Let's go now on these three levels of cultural layers that Schein has been doing his lifetime work on. So I will explain them a little bit more deeply next. Okay, let's go to some of this Schein's model, which aligns the strategy and the culture. And let's talk a little bit more about these three levels of the culture. So, first of all, many times, unfortunately, when we are talking about the strategy and culture in the same context, we are not aligning the strategy and culture. There have been a lot of studies that, unfortunately, 70-80% of the times, basically the culture is not managed or led, which results in that way that strategy cannot be implied or is not a success story. Also, engagement means here that nowadays it's more and more important to engage your people, your assets, to make this alignment to happen. So when we think about strategy, of course we know there's objectives, there's targets and actions to consider. Let's think about it as a direction for something for organization to go forward. That's very obvious to all of you, I believe. But when we think about the culture, basic culture can be considered as the pace, basically a driving force of how we can implement the strategy in a way that it's a successful story for everyone. In this culture context, how Schein defines it, there's three levels. So there are levels of artifacts, espoused values, and underlying assumptions. So what these artifacts put in your mind like an iceberg, and artifacts is the tip of the iceberg. So artifacts can be visible, they are feelable, they're like the brand, they're office spaces, all these things. But when you go underneath of this surface, there starts the real game of culture. So when we talk about espoused values, these espoused values are accepted, supported, or sometimes values that are not expressed publicly. These are not the same thing of those value tables that we have in our organizations. Then we go more deeper, and then we have these underlying assumptions. These are a lot of these legacy issues that are there. There can be the previous general manager or CEO or different things that happened for years, but they have been hidden there. But at the same time, for the people, they're unconscious and they take for granted things. And unfortunately, when you take granted things, when you assume things, then you make ass of you and me. So maybe it would be good to a little bit get facts behind for those decisions. Schein concludes his book in a statement that know the cultures inside you as a guidance for every leader like you. So my question to you is, how do you build an engaged, growth-minded, and strategy-aligned culture? It's up to you to make the first step. Until then, until next time, cheers, bye.